What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the garage. It's like 5 a.m. on a Saturday. So week 2 is officially about under wraps. Super pumped. Stepped on the scale this morning, weighed in at 204.6. So we beat the low from week 1 of 206. So yeah, 204.6. So creeping down slowly. Gonna stay pretty good today. Gonna have normal lunch and all that stuff in the diet. I might have some ice cream for dinner. That'll be the cheat. But so this morning's training, I'm feeling kind of good. Gonna test squat max and bench max just from the first time we tested them 2 weeks ago, just to see how everything's going. So gonna have a really focused warm up. Legs are feeling pretty decent. Knees feeling a little rough. So we're gonna warm up really well. Then we're going to test those out and then slowly start creeping on beating these numbers on these chalkboards. So that it's been behind me in these videos, and I'll show you. So my ladder's in the way. But so when I lost the gym that I owned, I started training here, and then I kind of got depressed and stopped training, all that stuff. Then I started retraining back in the day, and these were the max lifts that I hit in this garage at that point. So ultimately I want to go back and beat all those. So that's on the goal, to start doing that. So we're going to test those out. So that's what we're working for here. So, and then a little bit behind on that 2019 goal. Might need to update that a little bit. So anyways, so we're going to get warmed up, and then we're going to squat, we're going to bench, see how it goes. Okay, YouTube, I'm just going to be straight up. There were some poor decisions made here today on day 13 with this max attempt. So now that I'm sitting down to record this voiceover and looking over my notes, I have no idea what I was thinking. You'll see what I mean here shortly. But I was feeling pretty good. I was thinking, all right, 13 days, pretty consistent. Surely you could bump these numbers up from your previous max attempts a little bit, right? So that was the general idea. But before we get to that point, as you know, we're about ready. We got to warm up first, so pretty basic stuff for me. Gonna do some heel touch and goes there. I did about 3 sets of all these. We're gonna go move over to the hip circle here. As usual, it's a posterior chain focused workout, all that jazz. Did walk around the block twice before we started all this, which is like a little under half a mile total. Probably should have warmed up a little bit more with that, but then pretty standard stuff, like I said. So, oh yeah, also before we get into the main show, I have to say thank you. I did notice that I had somebody view one of my other videos. I mean, 2 views. The checks will be coming in the mail any day now, I'm sure. But anyways, we're gonna finish up with some RDLs here, trying to hit the hammies a little bit and get ready to go. One bad thing about, yeah, I'll just save that. Never mind. Forget what I was saying there. All right, on to the main show here. So we chose squat and bench today. So pretty much standard. I didn't feel like deadlift max because I knew on Monday I was going to pull through bands. So let's see how we looked here. I mean, really not that bad. The butt wink is a little pronounced here. Pretty tight from the lunges, all that stuff, but I felt overall it's pretty good. I don't go back and watch these after I film them between each set, so watching it live here for voiceover after I've clipped it together is pretty much all I got. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it looks the same. At least it's consistent. I would like to figure out how to get rid of that butt wink, but bar 95, no problem. I mean, repped it out pretty good. Let's see, 135. What are we doing here? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think I was feeling pretty good. So I think this was the first. Well, this is where the poor decision really was. So 135 jumped up to 185. I'm gonna try and take out some of the little jumps from like 155 and stuff like that. Not every rep needs to be seen or filmed, all that stuff. So this was what we hit for my quote-unquote max on the max lift day, 225 here. So 185 moved pretty good. I mean, This was good. I felt I smoked it. So I was like, oh yeah. This was the mistake. I went from 225 to 265. So a 40-pound jump was probably getting a little too greedy. Let's just leave it at that. So you can probably guess what's about to happen, but I guess, yeah, no chance. Not at all. So, hey, worthwhile attempt. So, all right, on to the bench. So, the previous max was 205. Had to go back and rewatch the first video because I couldn't remember. So, how I do my max warm-ups is I just rep anywhere from like 6 to 10, how I'm feeling, and then I'll stick it that weight if it doesn't feel good. Like all these reps look pretty good, bar speed's good. I don't seem to be doing anything too wonky. So I usually try and rep out 95 a whole lot because it feels pretty good, and then slowly lower the weights as I go up. I've never been taught a proper max warm-up routine, so I just kind of wing it. All right. 135 moved pretty good right here, and I think this was the next poor decision. And you will see, yes. We go up to 185. Probably on bench should have taken smaller jumps. I'm not used to, when my max was only like 205 before. Don't think jumping from 135 to 185 was very smart here. So, but a little overzealous. Must have been the pre-workout making me feel good. But truthfully, this rep flew. So in my head, I'm thinking the same thing that I was on the squat. Then I'm like, okay, we're good. Like I could have repped that for more too. So we went up to 205, which was the previous max. Went pretty good. So right there, fist pump. I was feeling good, thinking I was going to get it. So we threw on 10. We went up to 215, which I didn't think a 10-pound increase in bench max was that crazy. But let me know if I'm totally wrong here. And, yeah, almost. So we ended it there and then went on to lunges. Can't miss the lunge streak no matter what happens. We got it in day 13. Only one more day at 200, and then we're going to bump it up to 300, and I think that's really when things are going to get going. So it was something to do on a Saturday morning, I guess. So, all right. We finished up the lunges, and then still working on the push-up streak here. I have missed, so won't claim to be doing that my streak is the same with the push-ups, but staying pretty steady here with the 30. Actually, I don't know. Something, I'm not sure the push. Yes, actually, I'm going to stay committed to the push-ups. We're going to keep going, working up to getting 50 in a session. More volume can't hurt, especially as you see my poverty bench. All right, so day 13 is now officially in the books. We've got training done, lunging done, reading, journaling, all that stuff done. Got under the bar, tried to beat my squat max, bench max, failed both of them, but it happens. It's only been 2 weeks, so not really too shocked or anything. Probably won't expect super big strength gains while I'm dropping this much weight, honestly. So not really surprised by that, but I got under the bar anyways, and it doesn't feel like a wasted effort, and I think that's the most important thing. So it's Saturday morning here, 7:20. Still got plenty of time left in the day. I love this getting up early, getting that stuff done and out of the way. Puts me on a great path. So we're coming up on week 3. Probably do a video tomorrow about the adjustments for week 3. Each week I try and refine the process a little bit, all that stuff, but ultimately stepped on the scale 204.6 this morning. We're down weight from the Monday that I officially started. We were 210, so weight drop is going. Hopefully I checked it up So the last real, we'll say, drop that I had in weight when I started this process before, I got down to 203.2. So that's the next goal. Let's beat that. So plan today is stay strong, normal lunch, ice cream for dinner, and all that stuff, and just stay focused. And am I one day closer or one day further away from the goals? So that's what I'm gonna keep working on. So hope anyone watching this is doing well. Hope you get 1% better. Hope you get a small win, and I'll see you next time.